That's why you trust us, the most reliable network in America.
A quick side note, this would make getting specific stage transformation footage so much easier. In my last video, Useless Flashbacks 5, I told you guys that the skill that can show up in the PictoChat 2 stage is affected by character weight. Do you know how long I had to sit on that stage in training mode, waiting for that specific drawing to show up? If I could have just turned them all off, except that one, it would have saved me so much time. Anyways, since that's so unlikely to happen, I figured I could also give some ideas on how they could tweak the current system, instead of fully changing it. First of all, can the stage hazard toggle please change into an option under the X button, or be toggleable right on the stage select screen? I prefer some stages with hazards on, and some stages with hazards off. But it's such a pain to have to go all the way back to the rules, sit through the small loading, edit the rule set, hit start again to confirm the rule set name, sit through another small loading screen. That'd be a nice change they could easily make in a patch, right? Please? Anyways, enough about the feature itself. Let's reimagine a few stages with hazards turned off, because some of the iterations the current hazard toggle makes suck, or it could be a bit better. I'm not going to talk about every single stage, yes, I want to list off myself, so I'll try to go through each one relatively quickly.
The stream is on 0
The newest Smash
frames.
stage. I'm sure you've heard this one already, but I really wish the two small ceilings were gone if you turn hazards off. The whole idea behind them is that you could knock opponents against them and then combo that into the spring jump attack, right? Well, what's the point of that if the springs are always deactivated with hazards off? Now the ceilings are just there to stop some vertical chaos and be annoying. Maybe the Jigglypuff main in me is why I hate them. So this stage, Arena Tower, has 4 different transformations it can shuffle between, much like Pokemon Stadium, however unrandomly. That's kinda stupid. Let's say you really like this stage layout. That's great, but if you want to play on it, and only it, you get a 1 in 4 chance to get it. Also, if you get this layout, the platforms still move. I think the stage should just go back to the same one, usually with hazards off. Personally, I
Dude, I'm playing on.
However, not just my personal opinion, is that the Yellow Devil should be the only thing removed from this stage.
Dude, the stream is on 0 frames, bro. No.
But it's ruined by this giant as it is now, it's literally just Final Destination, but with walls, like I already
Bro, the
said.
stream is on 0 frames.
Just Final Destination, bam, from my clock
So
tower.
you need your la la la.
To be fair, there's a little down center, but that's so small. I think just leaving one of the platforms
You're so dumb. Okay, now it's on 23 and 30.
I just blustered.
I mean, the quality did get better all of a sudden.
This is about removing a platform.
No freaking way.
Makes sense, but I really wish this rock over here was gone with hazards off.
Remember when we were like trying to get 3 dogs? And then you just
It's way too strong of an option to just get a stock weed and just camp
so
the rock.
you're sick.
Very similar
You're
cases
weird.
with the super happy tree. Look at this. Normally the cuts on the left and right sides disappear if you stand on them long enough. The half of this version makes it so that they never
Let me try to
disappear,
fix
which is super stupid because it makes this stage insanely welcoming to camping on the far right side.
Alright, that should be pretty fine.
And that the right blast zone was a little closer to the stage, which isn't too
Oh, no.
arbitrary because if you play on this stage in fixed camera mode,
Marauders.
the right blast is gone and the blast zone is actually closer to
Is
the
anyone
stage.
there?
And another very similar case to Single Calls and Super Happy Tree is Magic.
Hey, you weak, you weak, you weak, you weak. Purple SMG in a blue. No freaking way you had this.
Also, the new Magic and Remix slaps. I pick this stage in Battlefield or Omega form all the time, but I would love to have those versions.
That's my cue to get up.
In the normal version of this stage, the dungeon
Oh,
master
yeah, I'm dipping. I don't know where to go. I'm gonna go to Suki.
Now, this deep out in the higher level has to turn off, please. On my clock tower uses all of the different platform, and then also to move the platform on the right that changes every now and then. This is really good platform about using blast zones.
Yeah, you got nowhere to run.
WarioWare Inc. Please have blast zones that are a bit further away, please.
Oh no, I
The
left
stage
my blue
layout is
layer.
sick, and I really like how the stage looks, but it's ruined by one thing.
XP supercharge, okay.
The competitive scene for this game has 3 or 4 big legal stages, and
An actual person shooting.
which encourages some characters to run away more if they can. And
You weak.
this would be a good way to combat that since it's pretty small. But really, the only reason why it's not
God, if I die to these marauders, I have to end the stream.
never be legal, venom. So without hazards, the armor
Oh, it's a person.
don't appear, as you might expect.
Oh
However, the
my
stage still
freaking
tilts a
god,
little
bro.
bit. The only reason
I don't want to end the
that is
stream.
because I feel like this is an oversight
I got a
thing.
sniper marauder
It's not that Cruz is building without hazards.
hunting rifle.
They likely did this because the ship might have hit the walls of the cape or whatever if it didn't tilt. But I think it would be fine. Either way, I don't really care that much because this stage sucks. So let's move on. Speaking of Lilac Cruz though, likely to combat the stage flipping through anything without it tilting, it
That's
doesn't
you.
travel at all like in the normal.
I don't want this.
This is fine and all, but it means
Stephanie's a whole transformer.
Easter egg doesn't work anymore. This is because when you activate the taunt, the dialogue will start as soon as you get to the next area. And since the stage never travels to a new area in the hazardless version, the Easter egg also can't start. Just make it so the stage still travels. It's so much bigger that way too. Or just have the Easter egg start instantly after the taunt is done, like on Palutina's Temple. Remember when I said Delfino Plaza strangely doesn't change at all with hazards turned off? Yeah, why can't it just stay like this the entire match? It would be a pretty unique stage layout after all. Delfino Plaza is one of 11 stages in the game where the hazard toggle changes nothing, which is really strange because Skylock functions the exact same as it. But with hazards turned off, it does change. Namely that the stage never moves, and thus never lands, and thus always has this layout. Why can't Delfino Plaza just be the same, just have it never land and never change platform layout? Very simple change. Speaking of those 11 stages that don't change at all with hazards turned off, aside from Delfino Plaza, which I just talked about, there are 4 more I want to quickly mention. First,
This thing always made me full.
I really like this stage, but it's still weird that it doesn't change at all. Just like Delfino Plaza and Skylock,
That's why they call me
it's a
Kobe
traveling
Bryant.
stage that lands on the stage in the background every now and then,
failure.
except that the main platform's layout never changes. I think it should just permanently be
Ah,
stuck on one of
jeez.
the parts. I can't really figure out which one though, so I'll leave that up to you. Definitely not the starting area though, because if it was, then the stage would just be a slightly smaller clone of Hazardous Bridge Development. Mario Galaxy has a gravity mechanic. Basically, the shape of the stage is actually like this, but it looks like this. So if you shoot a projectile, it curves along the stage, and if you jump into the left or right side, you will go up and fall back down like this. I think for the version with stage hazards turned off, they could just not have the gravity mechanic. They just make it a regular stage, but with a weird shape. It wouldn't be the best change ever, but I think it's better than nothing. After all, even if they do change the hazardous portion of the stage to be like that, it's not like the normal portion will become inaccessible. That goes for every stage I talked about in this video, by the way. Real quick, can I just say how much of a disappointment this stage
Why is
I know it's a little off topic,
why is that
but
emote
this stage was
traversal
announced in
though?
Smash 4, I thought, wow, what a big missed opportunity for a Mario Galaxy stage. I wish the stage was just the whole planet. Obviously not as big, but still with the gravity mechanic at play, so that you can even walk on the sides or upside down. That would have been a way cooler stage than this. Right now, it's just a flat, long stage with 2 platforms where some projectiles curve and some randomly don't. Anyways, let's get back on track. Dreamland GB is another sort of traveling stage. It's really in its own class, to be honest. Since it doesn't change at all in the Hassel's version, I think it should just again be stuck to one of the areas. Not the first one, because like that, it would just be another bridge development, just a lot smaller. Personally, I think the boss rush lobby section would work best. I feel like it would give the most unique stage layout that could actually be fun to play on. And the last stage I want to talk about that doesn't change at all with hazards off is the King of Fighters Stadium. I think many people agree that this is one of the best casual stages, and I agree. However, it's a shame that it doesn't change at all with hazards turned off. I wouldn't remove the destroyable walls, because that would just make it yet another bridge development. But I think making the walls undestroyable could be interesting. That way,
Gonna get 2 dubs.
and you could save yourself with moves that don't set directly up by trying to tank against the wall. For the rest of the stages that don't change at all, I got nothing. These are just static stages with no real gimmicks, so let's just move on. I got 6 or 8 more stages to talk about, so let's finish them up real quick. We've been talking about practical and clones for
Bro, where the freaky sneaky is Jules?
Normally the stage has platforms randomly rise from the stage, but the passers out, those of course
You're killing her.
Should just be locked to a specific layout, but since the layouts it gets in the normal version seem to be completely determined at random, I wouldn't have a clue which layout would work best. Maybe keep the layout determined by random, since that's the stage's whole gimmick anyways, kinda like the Super Mario Maker stage. And another stage in a very similar situation called
Yeah, bro.
without hazards, the layout of the
Oh, they got rid of it already?
but I really since the randomness is part of the stage's gimmick, just thought I'd point it out to avoid sounding like a hypocrite.
Open sesame.
So without hazards, this stage always looks like this. But I wish it always looked like this, which is what it looks like after you destroy this ceiling thing. I know it would be kind of similar to Smashville, but I mean it's a little smaller, the platform is higher, and there's a pillar under the stage making it so you can't trample under it, which you can do in Smashville. Yggdrasil, or Yggdrasil, or Brazil. Is a stage that I really like without having I know it doesn't really make sense.
There's a whole ass newbie over there.
But then again, it's not a massive deal.
No!
Like the stage with passers off. However, this is a similar case. I wish the startup sequence was skipped, but that's not all. At the same time, I wish and also don't wish the landing sequence was skipped with passers off. I just don't like that while it's landing, you can kind of go in the stage for a while. But then again, I like this layout the stage has while it's on the helper. If only there was some sort of way I could have the best of both worlds. Mario Circuit. I just can't
Why'd you push that?
In the normal version of this stage,
Oh my god, bro. Sometimes I... Oh my god, why'd you freaking push that?
on the track that can also hit you as they race by.
I mean, good looks like you killed them, right?
Why? How does being able to get hit by the stage not count as a hazard? Woo Island is a very similar stage. It's a platform that flies around and you can get hit by the terrain, but with hazards off, that one is just the stationary platform in the sky. Why can't Mario Circuit be like that? Anyways, the final stage I want to talk about is a fan favorite, Yoshi's Story. So in the normal version of the stage, there are shy guys that carry food onto the stage, and a cloud that moves in a pattern every 20 seconds. Everyone loves this cloud. He even has a nickname being Randall the Cloud. But sadly, even if you don't have any items turned on, the shy guys will still come in with food.
How, bruh? I did so much to you. You weak. You weak, you weak, you weak.
Naturally, in Ultimate, if you turn hazards off, the shy guys don't appear at all, but neither does Randall the Cloud. I wish the hazardless version only got rid of the shy guys and not Randall. I know that doesn't make sense, but it's currently impossible to play the stage with the cloud and no food items, which was essentially cheating. Or they could just fix it and make it just like Melee that if you have items turned off, that the shy guys don't hold any food. I don't understand why it's like this anyways. Smashville, Town City, and Spring Stadium, all three have items turned on, but you turn items off, and they don't. Yoshi's Story is currently the early stage in the game where if you have items turned off, you can still get items. Anyways, that's all stages I wanted to talk about.
Nice, you got the newbie.
What's your favorite idea, or if you have any cool ideas of your own, I would love to hear them. But I'm not done yet. I still have a little fun idea. What if some stages with hazards turned off still change a little bit from what they are now, but only aesthetically? For example, normally on the Distant Planet stage, it sometimes rains, which causes this slant on the left to get slippery, and then you slide off. On the hazardless version, it of course never rains, so that the slant never becomes slippery. Personally, I think it could still rain every now and then, but then that it just doesn't affect the slope at all. Just for an aesthetic thing. Sometimes in Pikmin it rains after all, and that never affects the area. I wanted to mention a few more of these I have for some stages, but since this video is already pretty long, I'll go past them to be by the way, most things I mean could also very well work on the Omega or Battlefield form. For instance, on Omega Distant Planet, I think it could still rain every now and then. Anyways, let's get into it. Like I said, I want to cruise past these quickly, so I won't be spending much time on each stage here at all. Gamer. Normally some fake outs appear, like a cat peeking through the door, or the TV turning on. I don't really see why those can't happen in the hazardless version. Gerudo Valley. I think Koume and Kotake, the two old witch ladies, could still be seen flying around, but only in the background. Similarly, on Garden of Hope, I feel like the stage is a little empty without hazards. Why not let some Pikmin chill on the stage in the background?
No, please don't say I'm gonna lie.
Stuff or something, similar to the Pikmin 3 credits, how they hide in flowers. Duck Hunt. I don't see why the ducks can't still appear. Maybe without the wing flapping sound effect or the background turning red when they fly away. That way it would be clear that you can't hit them. Foresight. I think it would look sick if the UFO sometimes appears, still flies by in the background and the moon. Normally on the Sticky SNES, other drivers will bump into the platforms and then they'll smash platforms. In the hazardous portion, all of the talking appears throughout the entire stage. I think it would be cool if you could still see the other vehicles right in front of Captain Falcon, in the background. That way, it still feels like a race. Animo. Normally, little creatures jump out of the water to hit the leaves and make a sound. Depending on where they hit the leaves, the sound effect will be a different pitch. You can hit the leaves to change their angle, so that the creatures will hit them at a different part. Hitting them also changes their color. Sound effects are the same when you land on the leaves, even with having them. But the leaves never change color, and the creatures never show up. So the stage is just green throughout the entire match. I think it would be neat if the leaves eventually changed color in the hazardless version if you landed them enough times. That way you can also see where most of the fighting has been done. Wouldn't that be cute? Also, I don't understand why the creatures just don't show up at all anymore. Those can stay. Also, did you know that they're called the Hambo? Crazy, right? Well, that one took a while, so let's zoom past the last remaining ones from here. I love hazardless Kalos Pokemon League, but it's a mad shame you don't get to see the other forms the stage takes like this. I think it would be cool if even without hazards, the stage still transitions between all of its forms, but the layout just never changes, and nothing interacts with the stage at all. It would also be a lot cooler to look at in tournaments, wink wink. So without hazards, Garrett Monastery always lives at this spot, the Cathedral, with Brea are always randomized. So you could for example have Hilda, Petra, and Dudu, which normally never happen. Or even the 3,000 years if you're lucky enough. That'd be neat to see. I don't see why people can't appear at all in Great Bay. I know that he in the stage hazard normally, but if you turn them off, why doesn't he just appear in the background? I think it would be pretty funny if he did that, and after all, his balloon pops and he falls in the water. He is very much a character. I really like the runs that show up on Picture Chat too. However, I don't like that with that the stage is just white. And basically another fanless edition, but with weird edges. Normally when a drawing shows up, some parts can be grayed out, and you can't interact with those parts. I think it would be pretty cool if with the hazardless version, some drawings still show up, but fully grayed out, so it's just for the background. The stage actually kind of already does this, but only with powerful little megaphones, and not in the hazardless for some reason. And finally, Figure 8 Circuit. I saved this one for last because I have a pretty good idea for it. So normally there's a jumbotron that shows the map of the track and where the races currently are. Since the hazardless version removes the racers, the jumbotron screen just looks like this. I think this is kind of boring. Doesn't it get tiring having the same moves
I'm still in my damn loop.
in the background for minutes? So what I think would be cool is if it still shows us in first place, but then based on the fighters. It could be based off of how the placings looked on the top screen of Mario Kart DX, since that's where the Jumbotron is based on anyway. It can even support up to 8 players, just like Mario Kart DX. I also think it would be cool if it showed us items, but that might honestly be a bit too much. Anyways, that's it. Don't forget to tell me what comments were yours.
And my dad was in the Navy as well, so.
And when did he leave?
2006 he left Jay, did the full, I think we did 23 years together.
Okay, cool.
Thank you, thank you.
Enhanced Fortnite memes come.
Stop! I can't tell you.
Everyone has stuff they don't use. Give those things a new life.
No freaking way she gave me the scar though. Enhanced Fortnite memes coming your way. Wait, useless meme time. It's time for stand the frick up. Useless time. Dude, you're gonna get me copyrighted. Stop.
Obama doesn't cooperate.
But does he actually? Are you sure?
He doesn't.
But the Billy Peppers do.
It's his own song.
Did he say himself?
Doesn't care.
Bumble Bumby the GOAT. Now I can feature his music in my intros. My editing done better. I'm gonna sacrifice myself. I can both kill them. Nice. Let's get the loot. Let me pop this mini. Ooh, nice snipe, 71 meters. Oh, there's two teams. Me and Stefan and another people. This Bumble Bummy music will give me the boost to get the dub. Bumble Bumby, they Bumble Bumby, they Bumble Bumby.
That's like, why did you move?
Quiet. I'm streaming, not recording.
No, I'm just trying to
It
focus.
doesn't work like that. It doesn't let you. Ah, yes. Give me mech kit. Chuggies. There's a bug behind me. What the?
You're the bug.
He's a tree.
What'd you do?
Pollo campero.
Yeah.
Why are you grabbing his butt?
Well, that chicken was pollo campero.
And it wasn't that place.
Oye, qué pedo.
You just said
I know, my God.
Pollo campero.
Pretty good.
What'd you do?
not bad.
Man,
So I haven't had chicken in a while, so.
nobody come to my stream, bro. Cringe.
Oh, do you see the explosion, bro?
Oh, bro, it was scary. It was like,
Somewhere in the Middle East.
Yeah, terrorist area. So
Don't mind.
No, why do you want to make it
you see,
about
he
the
gets
why do you
banned.
do that?
Yeah, but basically, dude, if you see some of the other ones, the explosion is super cool.
it's like the flowing
But
air.
it happens. I can't say it's cool. Like, 'cause the way how you see like the atmosphere react to the pressure is super cool. And if you look closely at the buildings, you can see like it like crumbling away immediately. Super cool. It's actually a lot bigger than it looks.
Bro, this place is just giving me heals. To this, who stuck back in bow, you go bye-bye, he gonna make you dead.
Entire different magnitude. Just looking, you're like Nagasaki.
Nagasaki.
Lebanon. Yeah, Lebanon. I was gonna say Palestine, but it wasn't Palestine.
They didn't show the explosion happening.
Yeah, the apple.
It should be night for them right now. It's already night for them.
Oh, 6ix9ine uploaded a new video.
He uploaded a new song.
Nasty, nasty.
Wasn't it Panani or something? It was I watched the song. All he did was say the same thing and then just rhyme another word with it. 6ix9ine Big Brain, and it got like 30 million views.
Exactly, because he's good.
No, I remember that song he kept on putting. Yeah, we got the power. That thing.
Oh yeah, I only put it once though.
It was funny. He put it today. It was,
Oh, he did?
yeah.
You must have liked it though.
Like, yeah, we got the power. Get that tablet out of here.
Maxis.
You should have never gotten a tablet.
Una la bulla about.
He's not. My videos.
We're already watching it though.
Huh?
Who's watching it? Like we're live. We're in it.
I can't. Ooh.
Watch my live stream.
That's not the one. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's not the one.
It was up close. It was like this.
The other one I saw was more clear.
There's only like 7 camera angles.
From a higher angle.
They said the cause is unknown, but I'm like,
Oh, cool.
is it though?
build umbrellas. Complete.
As of right now, technically, it isn't. It's still researching. It happened today.
Happened a while ago though. Like I saw the news on it. It said 5 hours ago. So,
But it's still got a shift to the freaking level, and that's not even the priority. It's already spreading people.
I know. I saw videos of like at least 10 people dead. Like, bro, that's gonna kill way more than 10. Then.
But like, I think this is the one I saw.
it looks like lightning inside.
The building just disappears.
Just look at how the building reacts.
The building went bye bye.
Just look the 5 seconds.
Yeah.
There's some white lights.
What was it exactly? Was it on the Capitol?
Yeah, it was like the capital. That's what they said.
The center of the Capitol? The side? The coast?
Everything.
Apparently, what they're saying is
By the port?
it was a firework factory that exploded.
Oh man, won't be that surprising. Brian to a level 161.
It's fine. See, like that is fine. It just looks bad because of the blood. But like, if you took actual, like, for the injuries, they're fine.
Why do you keep on getting this? Pick it up yourself. I'm not gonna carry
This
that.
guy is technically worse off than the other guy.
His voice though.
Lebanon is in economic freefall. Its currency almost worthless. Unemployment and crime on the rise. Because for years, corrupt politicians have run the country like a collection of fiefdoms. The banking system like a Ponzi scheme. As darkness fell, they tried to douse the flames. That might be easier than dousing the fury the Lebanese.
That's a lot of water.
When they emerged from shock.
See, even all the money was qualified. You think they could just find out the cause?
Well, then the story was pretty late then.
Dr. Maha Yahya, director of the Carnegie Middle East Center. Can you tell us what happened from your point of view?
Just an unbelievably large explosion. I've never heard anything like this before. I've lived through...
Take his tablet with you.
I was here in 2006.
Take his tablet with you.
Here, so the tablet stays here.
Ooh, no one wants his tablet here.
It's not even that low.
Are you from the port area?
It's annoying.
At least a 10-minute drive. 10-minute drive without traffic. I'm not close.
Imagine if it knocked over the buildings it was right next to. That would have been way worse.
It was right next to me. It was right next to my home.
That's a weird explosion too.
On the other end of town, so I was right next to it.
Yeah, so it wasn't really an explosion that turned damage. It's not like an actual bomb. The way it reacted with artillery was
Yo, I call dibs on that supply.
And we're apparently tornado warning.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
yeah, we've been in tornado warning since yesterday.
Oh, I heard about it.
Especially since where I was, there was warnings of like tropical storm possible and ahead.
Wait, where did you go?
I just went
West? Like west?
No, the west is safe.
It's, oh, it's
For
like...
us, south is in trouble. So New York already has a lot of storms in called tornadoes out there, but we're up north, so we don't get that.
We're not hearing very much yet about casualties.
Bro, how many freaking things on you, dummy?
It is.
That's a rhyme. I'm spitting bars. Carry heals yourself. Dang. Don't expect me to carry freaking everything in the multiverse just because you can't for some reason. Bro, you're mad cringe. What's it called? Alex. Nobody. Alexis. Yeah, we got the power. It's better than the. It's because
You found like so many different versions. It's kind of gross.
No, it's just annoying at this point. It's not even funny. It's just annoying. I want him to please stop.
You just watch it.
I can't sing it on stream or I'll get copyrighted.
I had a feeling it was some sort of like stormy week because of today.
Actually, come check that out. It's genuinely one of the freshest it's ever been.
So it's just crazy. I don't know who's going to be able to even compensate damages. We're hearing lots of car buildings just collapsing because, of course, of the explosion. Some people are saying it felt like an earthquake. They thought it was an earthquake because the ground was shaking.
We'll talk together. Thank you very much, Regina, for joining us.
Thank you.
There was a massive explosion. I mean, something that really shook this city like I've never seen before. And I've been through wars here in Lebanon. I mean, this is something unheard of.
Hey, let's get the second duck, bro.
I'm looking at the buildings all around me. All the many windows are also smashed. There's like the glass and other debris in the street.
After 6 p.m. local time, that's about
Oh,
3
yeah.
hours ago. I was in the CNN bureau here in downtown Beirut. Initially, it felt like an earthquake, but just moments later, these windows were completely blown out, the frames blown out. Our front door is gone now, and that scene has been duplicated, replicated throughout the city. I've spoken with people all over this town by phone, and they all say the same thing. This is an explosion the size of which many who have been through the civil war, through the 2006 Lebanon-Israel war, never have seen an explosion of this magnitude. The hospitals here in Beirut are overwhelmed with the injured. The Hotel Jew tells us that they have accepted at least 400 injured. Another hospital getting at least 60, and that's just 2 hospitals. The Lebanese Red Cross has called for all its ambulances in the entire country of Lebanon to come to Beirut immediately to help with taking the injured to get treatment. Eyewitnesses are telling me that they saw people being treated on the street, others being given CPR on the sidewalk. There is no part of this city where damage has not occurred. The number of dead is still not clear. This was preceded by some sort of fire in a warehouse warehouse in Beirut's port. The national news agency, the official agency, said that the warehouse was full of fireworks, but Abbas Ibrahim, the head of Lebanese General Security, said it would be naive to think that an explosion of this magnitude was caused by mere fireworks. But at this point, it's unclear what was the cause of that explosion. But what is as clear as day is that this explosion has wreaked incredible damage throughout this city. The number of casualties and fatalities at this point is unclear, but it is going to be, for sure, significant in number. Christian?
I mean, it really does look horrendous, and just where you're standing, just testimony to that. But let me ask you this, because it has been really, really troubled, Lebanon, by the recent events, the pandemic, the economic crisis. How does this add to the crisis in Lebanon?
It's just another nail in the coffin of this country. This country is in a state of economic collapse. The local currency, the lira, has lost about 80% of its value. In the last 3 months, every month, prices have gone up by 50%. Unemployment has skyrocketed. You see people on the streets of Beirut rummaging through the garbage, looking for food. There are more beggars than ever on the streets. This country is falling apart, and this is the absolute worst thing that could have happened to Lebanon at this stage.
We've got breaking news from Beirut, Lebanon, after a pair of terrifying explosions. The country's health minister said just minutes ago that the blast killed at least 50 people and hurt at least 3,000. The video of these explosions has astounded people around the world. We're told the damage extends for miles around the blast. NBC News Chief Foreign Correspondent Richard Engel is in London with the latest developments. And Richard, you may be in London, but you know Beirut and you know this area very, very well. First of all, tell us what you know about this explosion, but also the location and why the casualty number is so high.
Well, the casualty number could go up if you look at the video, and there's multiple angles of this video. It was right at the port, which is in the center of Beirut. I guess, as you mentioned, I lived there, not very far from this for several years. And what happened today, around 6 o'clock local time, was apparently a chemical explosion. That is what Lebanese officials now are saying. They're still want to investigate, but several Lebanese officials believe that there was a storage, several tons of nitrates that exploded simultaneously. First, there was a fire at the port, and that fire could be seen all across the city. That's why people were filming, several of them from their balconies, looking at this unusual occurrence with a plume of smoke going up. And there were sparks coming out of the center of the fire. Some people thought it looked like fireworks, and there were initial reports that this may have been a fireworks storage facility. Lebanese officials say this was no firework accident. As the initial fire was burning, that set off, apparently, these tons and tons of nitrates that sent an enormous shockwave that just rolled all across the city, caused significant damage, caused thousands of people to be killed or injured. So far, they are saying 50 injured, at least 3,000 injured, but those numbers could go up as the rescue efforts are still ongoing. In fact, the Red Cross has called for all ambulances all around the country to come to Beirut to try to rescue the wounded. They've called on people to donate all types of blood. The Prime Minister just came out and said that friendly nations should come forward with aid, that Lebanon needs aid right now. The country is going through an economic crisis. It's going through a power crisis, and now this explosion that rolled through the city. People didn't just hear it and feel it in Beirut. People were knocked off their feet in the mountains that surround Beirut. People could see and hear the explosion.
I'm back, newbies.
Which is 150 miles away. And I just spoke to a friendly colleague in Beirut.
Wait, I'll be back, newbies.
He has no windows. He said basically nobody in Lebanon, in Beirut, has windows right now. And not only robots. They are trying to put plastic over their windows, boards over their windows, because there is a chemical smell in the air, and people are concerned that the nitrates or whatever other chemicals may have been there could be harmful to them if they breathe them in. The Lebanese Prime Minister said that these chemical materials, these explosive materials, had been at the port for several years. They had been there for 6 years at least, and that there should be investigations launched as to why this hazardous material was kept at the port right in the center of the capital city.
Literally a multiplier of disasters, but given the economic problems in that country, in that city, given the governmental instability, understanding why they're asking for help under any circumstances, but given those negative circumstances, what's the infrastructure like there, Richard, to respond to what really is not just an explosion, it is as you've described?
The currency has collapsed. There have been runs on the banks. People's salaries have been reduced to almost nothing. People's savings have been wiped out. Power shortages, which were always an issue in Beirut, have now become systemic, with the power out 8-10 hours a day. The generator costs, because generally when you live in Beirut, you always have to pay a little bit extra. So when the power did go out, you could supplement it with a generator, usually a generator for the building or even for the generator power. And then on top of that, you have a situation, this mysterious explosion that wipes out a part of central Beirut and is felt all across the surrounding area. So if you're in Beirut tonight and your savings are gone, and now you're trying to tape up your window because you're afraid of the chemical smell coming in and harming you or your family, it is a very, very trying time to be in Lebanon right now.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me, or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.
Like many other states that are trying to responsibly guarantee people's right to vote during the pandemic, lawmakers in Nevada yesterday passed a bill to mail ballots to all active voters in the state. I know a lot of what he said is nonsense, but here's what he tweeted, quote, "In an illegal late-night coup," by the way, it's like 11:40 in the morning, "Nevada's clubhouse governor made it impossible for Republicans to win the state. Post office could never handle the traffic of mail-in votes without preparation. Using COVID to steal the state, see you in court." Right, there's a lot going on here. Clubhouse governors all the time. One thing is the idea that if too many people vote, right, like if everyone can vote safely, the Republicans are going to lose, which is a theme of Trump and itself a kind of incredible admission. But the thing is, there's actually no evidence that mail-in voting participation favors one party or the other. Just like there's no evidence there's anything wrong with mail-in voting. It appears that Trump just doesn't want more people voting because he thinks more people voting is bad for him, which is not a crazy way to think. And so he's actually trying to convince us that it is a coup or a stealing.
Oh yeah, bruh.
To make sure everyone can vote. There's also the extremely dangerous, nefarious intent right in front of our faces. To use every mechanism
Oh me,
exercising their right to vote. It's an assault on our democracy that Barack Obama directly referenced.
Corona, excuse me. Join us, Gabriel. Me and Stephen are gonna get our 3rd dub in a row. Who's even fighting, bruh? Holy, holy. Ah! No way. He's gonna thirst me, bro. He's gonna burst. What you laughing for, dude? If it was a 1v1, I'd destroy you. You gonna cut it?
I'm going away forever.
Okay, so emote on him when you kill him.
Because he's like, oh, wait, I'm gonna.
You heard what I said?
And
he emailed it on me
to help protect people
when I killed his partner. So email on him when you kill him.
Well, physically.
Do the laughing one, because he did that to me.
Like, this dude's so retarded. Actually, I want to kill this dude. I'll spray him.
No, but
Go!
I hope he gets assassinated.
But it's like they tried that before and it didn't work. You know?
We're just gonna get people sick.
It's like.
That's my blue AR, so I'll get it when I come back.
To, like,
just
Like,
reboot me.
even though like there were news that like summer.
Yeah, people. Where was it? Some white area. They reopened schools and then like they had to quarantine within school because they found someone tested and now everyone has it. I'm just like, if I were a parent and I had my kids right supposed to go to school, even if they reopen, I would just keep my kid inside. I'm not gonna go. I'll just teach it myself. I'll probably do a better job.
No freaking way.
The public school board, or I forget who exactly, they sent like a survey and they're like, oh, which would you prefer? And they said like most parents wanted like their kids to go back to school. I think they said like 55% or something like that. So like from the survey, but like that survey was from like a couple weeks ago, so like maybe mine's changed now, but like, I'm hoping they change now because like there's no other.
Super bad.
It's like
because honestly, as a society, the people you should protect first are the kids. They're gonna be the ones who are being harmed. Protect the damn kid.
I live. Can you give me my blue AR now? What are you doing? Olive.
What?
Where on the globe is Carl San Pedro?
I told you, he's in New York.
How do you know? Yeah.
Well, because, you know.
Why do you like him too much, bro? Why do you... Whoa, that's kind of sussy, boy.
What?
It's kind of sussy.
What is?
That you know where he lives.
No, because like I said, they're pro-America, remember?
Oh, yeah.
So they're like, of course he's in New York, one of the most popular places in
I like...
What?
Watch them try to be diverse and put him on a place called, they put him in Honduras. Try to be diverse.
Nah, they wouldn't. They wouldn't. The show...
Freaking buried every other country besides America. Tell Gabriel that. Tell Gabriel that.
Oh, that's okay.
But that's annoying.
Alexis, take a tablet.
That's annoying, though. Gabriel, I was gonna tell you something kind of crazy, not gonna lie.
I don't know, at some point you just gotta get, like... This isn't even one of those things where I would do what I want to, because, like... Normally I'll be like, alright, let them get sick, let them die. I'll kill their, breed. So they don't, keep giving birth to more retarded kids. But then it's like... This is different, because now they can spread it to other people who don't deserve to die, So it's like... It's cool. I want them to die. I really do. We don't need it. Because it comes to a point where it's just like, just wear a mask. What is so hard about it?
Yeah, it's really
I literally wore a mask the other day, and it was like 100+ degrees in that damn kitchen. I've never been in a harder kitchen than that. I was sweating. I didn't stop. My shirt was drenched, and I really got wet doing my job. It was from just sweating. It was really bad. And every couple of seconds, I had to go like this to get the sweat out of my eye because it was stinging.
Just give me the med
kit.
kit.
That mask. And these people can't just wear it for
Give me the med kit instead. Stop stealing my loot when I kill someone.
Like down the street or something. And it's like, even if you don't believe that it works, it's like, it does. It prevents it from spreading at least, which is good enough.
Yeah.
And it's like, especially like stores have policies. Like if stores are like wear a mask, and you're gonna be like, I don't want to wear it. It's like,
well, you can't.
it's the same thing as like no shoes, no service.
Yeah.
It's basically the same thing. So it's like if you're not gonna follow their protocol, then you can't go.
And this is even one of those unlawful protocols. Like if there's obviously it's like if you're a woman, you can't enter. It's way different. It's just we're a freaking mess. It's to protect everyone. These people can't deal with these people.
Right.
Oh yeah, well, me and Brian were talking about this.
Oh, this is dumbass Carlos and Pedro Nickelodeon thing too. It's so annoying.
What?
Same thing, bro. They're like the same thing at this point.
This is really tie in. I mean, I guess it kind of does kind of things. But I remember turning on the TV, right, and I'm like, oh, let me just watch something. And it was on Cartoon Network, so they were giving Teen Titans Go, right? I was like, oh, okay, let me just watch this. It's gonna be over in like 5 minutes, right? And from what I saw, basically, it was the U.S. versus the world in a scenario where they're like, oh, like, I think it's the metric system versus like.
I think it's imperial.
No, not imperial. Not imperial. It's like like measurements, like centimeters.
Yeah.
Kilos.
There's the metric, and I think
standard
for the U.S. No, metric is 72 standard.
Oh.
And for the U.S., I think it's the imperial system.
It is. I saw when I was on the plane.
Imperial. I think that's what the measurement for it's called.
It's very intense.
I know. Let me search it out.
But basically,
I'm gonna metric versus metric system.
Versus imperial system.
Yeah, it's imperial.
Imperial? Ah, why is it called that?
Imperial system. So it's feet, pounds, seconds, and Fahrenheit.
Okay, yeah. So
yeah, imperial.
Yeah, so that's it. Right, but basically, Robin got brainwashed by the metric system. And then they were like,
whatever.
And they're like, oh, our way is right. We should do it our way. And then like the Titans were like, no, Robin, don't forget your way. Like remember, like we are American. We cheeseburgers, hot dogs, this and that.
and we eat as if we have free healthcare system.
Basically, and they were just like doing like American stereotypes and they're like, oh yeah, we're the best. And then Robin's like, you're right. How could I forget? And then they just start fighting, and it was basically the world, right? Like world leaders, and then they just like fight them to beat them up. And then like they beat them whatever. It was like one-sided. And then Robin's like on top, he's like, yes, we are America. And then they start playing like patriotic music and they're like, and I was just like,
bruh.
I'm like, how could they like the US is not even anywhere near like the top percentage of like anything. And it's like they're over here parading themselves like
Teen Titans got a call from Trump. They're trying to spread US propaganda now.
Propaganda.
And I was thinking about that. I'm like, oh, I'm older, obviously. I'm like, that's dumb. That's like, that's.
But to kids.
But to kids, they're probably like, oh, yeah, like the Teen Titans are cool. And I'm just like, I could like actually probably brainwash kids. And I got upset because I'm like, wow, like, this is what they're doing now. Like this is what kids do. Like,
it's just a weird concept. Like it sounds funny.
The bean baby.
But I feel like if they were being ironic about it.
I mean, they were obviously being like
no, but like
over exaggerated
to a higher level where like they say something like, "Yeah, see, we eat cheeseburgers," and then they show a picture of a really fat person.
Oh no.
Or when and if they say something like, "And we're big, strong people because we have to pay large taxes," and then they show sad people in debt. Like if it was like ironic and showing like the bad from it, I could see it working more, but it's still kind of weird how they chose to do it on the kids show.
Yeah, it wasn't even that. They were just showing the positive basically. They're like, oh yeah, and it was Starfire who said like, oh, like we have cheeseburgers, and you know how like it's skinny and stuff. So like,
the cheeseburgers.
I was actually done with this one.
And then their Carlos and Pedro thing, they keep on milking that to its last.
Yeah, like 2 commercials back to back.
Ooh, where on the globe is Carlos and Pedro?
Basically, it's some guy who stole this recipe that's supposed to make some really good dish. And they're supposed to travel around the world, and they're just naming famous places like Paris, some other place, I forgot. But yeah. So bad.
Sounds weird. Yeah, that sounds really weird.
Where on the globe is Carl's
It's a
MP?
4-day special. I remember, like, remember the Night Begins to Shine, the commercial? Like, you know how they showed the episode that day? Like, literally, right after the episode ended, they showed the ad for the Carl San Pedro thing. And I was just like, bro. I'm like, wow, they're really trying to, like, get viewers.
Hello everyone, this is
Why do I keep on seeing that pic?
really, really small eyes. Chat, this is another one when I became Dragon Ball Z. This person took a regular piece of paper and folded it over and over until it became a fun little spring toy.
Holy shit, dude. That's really useless.
You have so much time on your hands.
I hear green needle. I hear brain needle. Brain needle.
Wait, holy shit!
Brainstorm.
Yeah, it's not the old name, it's a thing that your brain does.
This one?
This person was cleaning and moved her cat's treehouse out of the way, and the cat had no idea it was gone.
You got duped.
This raccoon is trying to grab the raindrops that are falling out of the sky.
It's a parrot,
Yeah, raccoons are retarded smart.
Everybody has those.
I mean, look at them, look at their hands.
I know. That's why I find them so creepy and cool. Because they are the only other like animals that have opposable thumbs that are like symbians, like monkeys.
These are categorized as rodents, right?
Yeah, so they're like one of the very rare opposable thumbs that isn't in the general shape of like lemurs, monkeys, they all fall into that same category. So outside of that, they're like one of the only ones that actually has this. Which is why they're super mischievous, because they can do a lot more.
Like we have extra powers.
Yeah, like he's a ring-bone.
Rigby. Oh my god, bro. You guys got knocked over there, and then I'm gonna have to come to you guys.
Hong Kong.
That's cozy.
And that Stephanie's gonna get knocked too.
I wanna go somewhere, but obviously not right now, because it's not really a good time to be going anywhere.
I kinda wanna go to Boston.
Amazing sunset with my phone.
Out of everywhere in the world, you choose Boston?
Yeah.
Dude, I can see Boston from here.
I wanna go to Broadway.
Actually, maybe not right now. There's like there's the construction.
Oh hell yeah, it's so annoying to get around.
It's
Just
like-
navigate.
Bro, I'm just trying to.
Although Park Street's not bad.
Park Street? No, it's not bad.
No,
It was crowded.
it's like for the most part, it's not bad. Now I don't want to go anywhere. I remember when I was younger. Remember when we used to go there?
Yeah, the pool. That pool was deep, bro.
Oh, not really. We're little.
It felt deep, you know? And then
I think at max is 3 feet. But it had like a water spout thing, so that was cool.
Yeah.
In the middle of it, and there's like a carnival at the other side.
It's like at the end of the, it's like at the beginning.
Yeah, that water hits hard. For no reason.
And it's like a ringing around the rosy merry-go-round.
Bro, I wanna. No
That's
way.
it.
So. Bro.
Looks like it's money's worth. You up some.
get this done. Other where on the globe is Carlos and Pete.
I told you.
I'm gonna read the thing.
Oh, that's still next week.
Where on the globe is Carl Bambi, bro?
Jesus.
Bear bum 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 bum.
Oh, reflection.
Bear bum 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 bum. Yeah, we got the power.
Oh.
What?
Ice the milk.
That's cute.
Oh. Oh my. Not even.
Amos's, 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 Amos's.
What's a chipmunk?
Emu.
Yo, did you invite?
Yo, I can't with this kid anymore. He's actually he doesn't give me my space.
Yeah, Brian, there's a purple track here somewhere. Never mind, that's
Oh.
Yo, if you find rocket ammo, do it.
Look at it!
I'm gonna say you stay here.
Look at baby ducks.
Huh?
Where's the mom?
Oh, there you have one.
Where's the mom?
There it is. Wait, no, that's a baby.
Some mushrooms?
Yeah, I was about to say that llama. Another llama right here. And then one right there, and then one right there.
This is like a focus alert.
I think that one.
So, when did you get a llama each?
The mouse?
Yeah, the mouse is like.
Alright, no, I'm saying Brian's going to that one. Yeah, but just go to the other one, because Brian that was. And the reason why Brian isn't talking to us is because, he's live streaming. You can't talk while he's live streaming. Nah, because he plugs in his mic, because he wants everyone to hear him. He wants the viewers to hear the gameplay and him.
Hey, bro, we got a llama. Pretty litty litty.
The whole point of his streams are to get 100 views. I don't know what he is. Oh yeah, you know that Roblox when you start doing?
They stole it from Roblox.
I know.
Actually, yo, Jaden, I was playing multiplayer, right? Oh, I came across the most toxic kid that made me get off.
What do you do that make you get off?
No, every time I was just trying to play, bro, and literally every time every time he got a kill, it's like, hey, yo, bro, I got a kill. And then when I finally said, no one cares, right? This fool, bro, non-stop trash talking everyone in this team. And I'm like, you know what, bro, I'm getting off.
Yeah, bro, it takes a lot. I won't mess up this kid.
Yeah.
No way. You're actually gonna thirst them? You're gonna kill these?
Yes. I need the rocket ammo, bro.
I hate Marauders.
Because he missed the hole.
They've already caused me too much pain. Ah, yes. They didn't even drop the rocket ammo.
I feel like
taking in cold water probably
Oh, yeah, right there. That's where they are.
Hey, hit that sniper. Hit it that one time. Hit it that one time.
Yo. Watch this.
Yo, damn it.
I was so
Hey, bro, that was so fun.
Joe, bro. You're gonna make the move.
Yo, everything's even reloading. Hey, you can't flame me, bro. I said it at one time.
Alright, bro. No, I'm
Hey,
gonna
don't say,
shotgun. I'm a shotgun, bro.
They're gonna be like, I'm trying to impress this fool.
Okay.
This is why I do good in tournaments as a beat.
They're trying to break you down or something, bro? Oh, dude, what?
Yo, what is that, bro?
Yo, box that, and just heal fully.
I forgot floppers. Nick reminded me.
You don't have floppers. That's
perfect.
That's the other floppers.
Go. Flopper.
Being a wildlife photographer though is kind of annoying.
Like, to be honest, I had a dream that I got jumped by black people that said that were too loud.
What type of dream is I want to know that much.
Honestly, I don't know. I just said that and mad loud in my house, and then my door got busted down. And I just started getting beat.
Yo, guys, I found another llama, but these people beat up. We found 3 llamas already this game.
In nature.
It's all through llamas.
You can't have.
No. Remember they made a
They
llama
affection of humans because they could potentially just by the fact that if they perceive humans as
playing a lot when they announced the 5 llamas.
Their kids will potentially be friendly. And this
happened
a long time ago.
What do you mean? I told you the day it came
A
out.
little monkey.
I don't pay
Humans,
attention
and then the whole population got extinct because at one
I
point
thought I was
they tested the wrong human. Then he came and slaughtered them all.
Hey yo, Jaden, tomorrow when we're doing this 30
Basically, just don't show them affection at the very least. Like,
yeah, so if I get another check out, I'm just gonna smack him.
I'm a good. Hey yo,
remember
where's
this
your
one video was bad like this? That was super still. With a baby fox playing with him like that. And he just
Get
don't
on.
do anything. He's just there looking at it. It's super cute, but I can't do it.
No.
Not fun.
Don't care.
It still must be pretty fun, though.
Bro, this man had grappler. Why do you launch?
Sky. Oh yes, Mickey, you're so good.
Check it out. I'm shotgunning this
You
guy.
just not gonna help us, Stephanie. She said yo-yo helper.
What's she doing? Oh, I just noticed.
Oh yes, Michael. Good teammate.
I know, right? I dipped all my teammates in that tournament and I got killed. I said, I need to kill bro. I need to make a move montage, bro. I can't do
It's not
this.
gonna rain anymore, apparently. There's gonna be slightly windy.
Why it's like one shot? Nice. I need to get good closer up montage, bro. What is this?
Yeah.
How much good you guys? I can't even see.
Let me check.
Dude, it dried up so quick. Like,
Brian,
the door doesn't even look.
turn on the mic for one. No, how many kills you got?